The next logical function we'll talk about is the AND function. The AND function tests two or more conditions to see if any of them are true. And the basic syntax of an AND function is the function name, open parentheses, you pass an argument as a test, and if you need another test, place a comma, and then place the other test, or enter in the other test. And then you can type in comma, test 3, comma, test 4. You can do as many tests as you need, all the way up until 30 possible tests. Let me show you an example. In this table I have a list of people, their hair color and their eye color. And I have a formula here that tests if they have brown hair and blue eyes. Click on the cell here and look at the formula bar. I enter in and C18 equals brown hair, which basically means the hair color has to be brown, and D18 equals blue, which basically means that eye color has to be blue. So if any person in this table has brown hair and blue eyes, the AND function is going to return a true. And as you can see, I have two people that meet the criteria, Mike and David. Now the AND function by itself isn't very useful, but it's typically used with the if function as a nested function. I'll show you what I mean. In this particular table, I'm doing the exact same thing. I'm testing for hair color and eye color. Hair color has to be brown and eye color has to be blue. But the difference is I'm wrapping the AND function inside of the if function. So let's take a look at this. The AND function is listed right here. This should look familiar. And C33, which is hair, equals brown. Testing another test, D33 equals blue. And D33 is the eye color. So hair has to be brown and eye color has to be blue. So this particular function, the AND function, is also used as a variable in this if function. Normally, an if function would say, if this condition is true, then do something, or else do something else. Well, the AND function here is going to return either a true or false. If it does return true, then this if function is going to pick that up and go with match. If it returns a false, the if function is going to pick it up and go with no match. So this is the same result from here to here, except in this particular table, we're wrapping the AND function inside of an if function. So you may be asking, why is this useful for you? Well, let's just imagine that you have a set of criteria, and each of these particular criteria in your business have to be met before something can happen. Well, instead of creating several columns full of if functions, you can actually pass those tests into an AND function and then place that right into one if function. The next logical function we'll talk about is the OR function. Now, the OR function is very similar to the AND function. The only difference is that instead of testing whether both conditions are true, the OR function tests whether either condition is true. So in this example, instead of testing whether this particular person has red hair and brown hair, this is being passed to an OR function. So we are testing here whether that person has red hair or brown hair. And as you can see in this formula bar, we're passing both tests to the OR function, or test 1 and test 2. And again, the OR function can be used exactly like the AND function in that it can be nested inside of the if function,